Why were you wounded? How can you heal? And what can life offer you after you've started your journey of self discovery, healing, and personal growth? Hello again. I am Nicoleta Porosano, and today I will talk about our inner scars, our wounds, our hurts. So, you are a wounded parent or educator or both, or you lived with someone that fits this description. And I'm recording this message for you, a message that is also relevant to all children, to all students, supervisees and mentees, and people that have experienced life, have studied, have lived very close to someone that has been an adult that was wounded. I talk from the perspective of a wounded parent myself, also from the stance of the daughter of two very wounded parents, maybe the granddaughter of some wounded grandparents, the sister of two wounded siblings, the wife and partner of a wounded husband and partner, and the family member of some other wounded relatives. And now you're going to think, what's wrong with you and your family? Because everyone seems to be wounded. But the reality is that this is not about my family only. I mean, I've been also the supervisee and mentee at some point in the past of some very wounded line managers, and I could continue dropping all sorts of examples from the many other roles that I've had in life, roles that we all have in life. And my reality has been that all people that I've met have been scarred or wounded to an extent or another. Now, of course, I cannot generalize. I have not met all people in the world. And if you escaped from this journey through life unwounded, I mean, that's fantastic. And maybe this video is not that relevant for you. But for all of the others that can sit with yourself in authenticity, in, in a sense of presence, and acknowledge your life experience and the fact that you've suffered, then carry on watching because this is getting very interesting. This message is about openness, understanding, acknowledgement, and finally, awakening. And we need to start from openness, from tolerating that ambiguity and the unknown in life. And our understanding needs to start right from the beginning, from what happened in the history of humanity and how our ancestors have shaped our lives. Because each of us, every single one of us, can relate to only our subjective reality from a conceptual, intellectual perspective. Everything that we perceived through our own lenses as we go through life. And that's how we experience life inside of ourselves. And it's deep within our bodies, our minds, and souls. But the reality of our lives reminds us sometimes of tension and conflict in the family home, reminds us of abuse, neglect, separation, divorce, loss through death, emotionally unavailable parents, poverty, lack of essentials, addictive parents, bullying in school, inequality and discrimination in our local community, but also at a global level, and different other experiences that have left some mental and emotional scars on you. And all these events have wounded you. And perhaps you are still bleeding now and again. I met many people in my private, social, and professional life that have confirmed over and over again my own experience. As children, we were hurt. We were hurt by unconscious parents, by caregivers, sometimes by unconscious educators. All of these adults that get trapped into their own drama and lose sight of us. And this is what's happening with us, that in that turmoil the adults create in their lives, we get hurt. And we are so fragile and we are so little and not developed enough to cope with our parents' drama that all of these events create experiences inside of us that are not processed, are not understood, they are not attended, they are not cared for. And this journey through life somehow makes us accumulate suitcases of unfinished business, of some experiences that have been left unresolved. And as we move through life, we drag these suitcases on a chain on our shoulders until they make us, feel hurt, tired. They make our lives slow, heavy, and painful. They make our lives impossible to live with. And sadly, we pick up on the way through our memory not only the events that unfolded in front of our eyes, but also the pain and the unhealthy relational style of those that have cared for us. And unless we become aware, we pass that experience onto our own children. I have lived through stages of very little consciousness. I was always alert and aware, and I performed very well in my work. But I wasn't that conscious. And throughout those times, I hurt people. I passed my own hurt onto my son even. And this is a very painful realization for a parent, as many of you would know by now. And unless life hits us hardly, sometimes there is no spark of high consciousness. We seem to live automatic lives, just like our parents and all of the other people around us. And this is how the cycle of transgenerational trauma seems to continue until we awaken and we open ourselves to the truth we carry with us in every single cell of our body, the undeniable truth of our own existence, which burns us from the inside until we acknowledge that beyond their good intentions, our parents have failed us sometimes, trapped themselves into the drama of their own parents. And this openness, this understanding, and this acknowledgement finally brings that awakening. We become more conscious and we live with more mindfulness. And we accept the past. We accept the past cannot be changed. And we surrender and we let go of all of those experiences to just let them stay where they belong, to stop fueling their energy and to take some time and reflect and extract some meaning from all of those experiences, because they came on our path for a reason. They came not to punish us, but to teach us something, to enrich our lives. And when we learn the lesson, when we can permit ourselves to feel the forgiveness deep inside our hearts, then we start healing. This is why you've been wounded, so you can evolve to this moment and understand profoundly why you've been part of that life experience, to learn the lessons and take them with you into your future that you're co-creating right now, to feel more inspired and empowered to create a life in your own terms, transcending your default mind and the memory you carry with you in life, transcending the automatic patterns of thinking and behavior that make you react and live in conflict, transcending your imagined limitations and shortcomings, and moving straight into the space where you are sufficient, you are adequate. You have all the intelligence and the creativity to work through your journey of self-discovery, and you have all of those resources and infinite possibilities to help you heal your hurt. And you have all the tools you need and all the support you need to grow and develop into the person you wish to become. This is why you suffered, to build resilience, to get through this stage where you step out of your victim mentality and you look at your life from a very fresh perspective. One connecting you with what is meaningful to you in life and what is your real scope and purpose of this existence. This existence that you call your life. I hope I planted in you a little seed of self-reflection, and this seed will grow inside of you and will create that thriving environment which is able to nurture this beautiful, beautiful transformation that is bursting to emerge in you. And always remember that choice is your real power. And this is the vehicle that drives your life. That's it for now. Give us a like and a share. And use the tools of 7 steps of real transformation, which I left in the description for you. And as you unpack and heal your past, come back and let me know how your wounds are transforming into the most giving and the most revealing truth of your own life. Until then, I am wishing you good health and happiness. And stay open